How's it going, everybody? Chris Cards back through the mail Monday. 4 returns for you today. Our very first coming to us back from Charlotte, North Carolina, with our signature pink, fluorescent pink sticker on the back. Sabreros family knows what's up. And if I can get this open, let's go ahead and rip it a little more. We will see who return numero uno is. We've got Richie Zisk on a 74 Pirates team card for the set, along with Richie Hebner and Stan Bonson also on this card. Who do I send this off to next? Let me know down below in the comments. I need another 73 Topps Pirate player on here. Preferably someone that was actually in this photo, which was taken in 73. Very nice to get this card back. As you see, got dinged up a little bit. That's part of the problem of sending this back and forth through the mail. It's going to get dinged up eventually and probably destroyed. So I think I have room for a few more signatures on here. These guys have been writing really small, their names, so that's very nice. $5 for Richie Zisk, and Stan Bonson was $5, I do believe, as well. So Richie Hebner was free. So I'm trying to keep this cheap, but it's also nice knowing that I send a little money. I'm going to definitely get it back through the mail. So that's also kind of a nice incentive of sending it to guys that maybe are kind of cheap signatures, like Mr. Zisk, who was a Pirate for 6 years, including a 77-78 All-Star, National Polish American Sports Hall of Fame in 2004. Shout out to Frankie Yankovic. And, of course, the incredible Big Joe Polka Show. Let's move on to return number 2. Santa Ana, California. Return number 2 here. Let's get into this. Quite a few cards in here, actually. Make sure I can get these out without ripping them apart. We've got Mr. Steve Kemp. Steve Kemp was a first-round draft pick, first overall of the Detroit Tigers. USC alum, USC 5 straight World Series championships in the 70s. He was part of the last 2 in 73 and 74. Teammate of Fred Lynn back then, 1975 All-American for USC. A Trojan and a very good baseball player for quite a few years here. Nice return from him. Signed the 74 or 84 Topps for the set. Nice to see that back, as well as a few other random cards. There's his information. Still at 712 Hath Goldenrod Avenue. Always confused by the half addresses, but I've seen quite a few of them, especially as my days as a delivery driver, which was not that long ago, actually. Probably about 8 years ago, I was doing deliveries, and I had a few half places. Usually they were apartments inside of houses, but there you guys go. Steve Kemp, great signer, and best of all, free. Nice to get this back. Let's move on to return number 3. Santa Clarita, California. Santa Clarita Diet. Anyone ever watch that Netflix show? I did not see it. And we've got Lee Lacy on an 87 Topps card. And yes, I'm kicking myself because I sent to Lee Lacy back in 2019 for $5 for an 87 Topps card, which he signed and sent back a note, said he is now $20 a card. And I'm like, I'm glad I got that in under the gun. And yes, I sent these 2 cards off not that long ago for $20 a piece, and I didn't realize till after I sent it off that I had already a signed card by Lee Lacy. So just, I got to pay more attention to that stuff because it's already expensive enough as it is, and to resend a card I've already got signed for his increased price, that was a dumb move by Chris Cards. Very bummed out about that. Lee Lacy, nice little career, 16 years, 7 with the Dodgers, 6 with the Pirates, including that 1979 World Series championship team. $20 a card, a little steep. But I did it because I needed that 74 Topps card signed. I already have an 84 Topps card signed by him, and of course, little did I know I had an 87 Topps card signed as well. So, dumb move on my part. Father of Jennifer Lacy, 10-year WNBA player. I'm sure most of you already knew that. 2007 WNBA championship player. And that is it for Mr. Lee Lacy. $20 a card. There you guys go. Let's move on to return number 4. Orlando, Florida, home of Disney World. Here we go. Let's find out who our final return of the day is. Yeah, 4 returns today, short TTM. So thanks for joining me nonetheless here. And we've got Mr. Davey Johnson. Davey Johnson, a great player back in the day. Of course, maybe some of the younger fans know him as the manager of the Dodgers or the Nationals or the New York Mets in '86, World Series champion. He had 2 other World Series championships as well, with the Baltimore Orioles, 66 and 70. Really good player. 13-year career. 4-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glove Award winner. $5 a card, and Chris Cards sent along 5 cards and $20, including that 74 Topps card for the set, and he signed them all. I thought he would keep the extra. He did not. He signed it, even though I didn't pay the $5 freight for it. Hopefully, I do not get canceled within the TTM world. I apologize. but I'm very happy to get these 5 signed back for $4 a piece. And what a bargain, what a discount Chris Cart's got. And of course, make sure you send to the correct Davey Johnson. Dave Johnson was a pitcher in the 80s and 90s with the Orioles as well. Don't get those too confused. Davey Johnson was the ex-manager and, of course, the vintage guy. And Dave Johnson was the junk wax era pitcher. And don't send him any money because it is free for him. And there you go. This week's Through the Mail Monday put in books. And yes, 4 returns for today and probably the same amount for next week's Through the Mail Monday. I am, of course, in the middle moving. And yes, Henry S., it is not fun. And, I mean, we're not selling our current house, so we're kind of taking our time moving, but it's still a lot of stuff to move. I have a lot of stuff, by the way. I need to consolidate this. This is ridiculous. I have a nice shop at my new place, and I haven't filled up most of it, but it's really big. But it's there's a lot of stuff in there, and it's all mine, and it's 44 years of stuff, and a lot of it is super cool and not like I can just throw it away because it's usually worth money, but what am I doing with all this stuff? I got to figure stuff out. So that is it, my friends. Very stressful. Thank you, everybody, for the well wishes for my cute little kitty cat, Leo. I know some of you are probably tired of hearing about Leo, although some of you that are tired of hearing about my little sick cat, Leo, have probably already clicked off the video, but people like Alex and, of course, James and Mr. Myers, of course, Elbow Sausage, and all of my other frequent commenters, Sobrero's family, of course, and It Cometh an Egg. Awesome. Who else? Everyone. Very, very kind. Henry S., of course, who has had cats in the past, so he knows the struggle it can be. Appreciate all you guys' well wishes. She is eating. In fact, here is an entire minute of her eating food at the end of this video, just because it's a shout out to Leo for eating food, but I don't think she's drinking water. It's so nuts, man. She stopped eating for like weeks, and I can't believe she's still alive, and now she's eating again. She's no longer skin and bone. She's getting a little bit of weight on her, so we're feeding her as much as possible wet food. We're watering it down so she gets a little bit more water in her. She gets up to her water bowl and kind of sniffs it and just walks away, so we have not seen her drink in a while. So when she wasn't eating, she was drinking like all the time, so she's still throwing up about every other day, like clockwork. All right, it was last night. I knew it was going to happen, and of course it happened. So day before was fine. Day before that, she threw up. So every other day, still don't know what's wrong with her. Giving her vitamin B12 shots on Wednesday. She had her second shot on Wednesday. Still don't know what's wrong with her. Moving to a new house, getting new furniture. Will drive a man to drink, I'll tell you what. So I'm very stressed about this. My wife suggested that we have a big dog kennel that she can hang out in maybe on those days we know she's going to throw up, because she throws up overnight. So unbelievable. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. All at once, this stuff happens. Henry, I'm glad you got some TTMs back. NWSL, and of course golf. I always wanted to get Jack Nicklaus on a Masters flag. I think I bought a Masters flag too. They weren't that cheap. There's some knockoff ones and there's some more expensive ones. But has anyone done the Jack Nicklaus Masters flag TTM? I think that'd be super cool to get Jack Nicklaus. He doesn't sign cards from what I hear, but basically wrestling is 8x10s, baseball is cards, and then the other stuff I collect, super random. Of course, NASCAR, I try to get cards as well, but for all the guys I TTM or all the sports I TTM, I do have some wrestling cards that get signed, but mostly it's an 8x10 collection as far as my wrestling concerns. So I'm all over the map, but as I said earlier, I've got a bunch of stuff I need to just figure out what to do with, and I might just film videos of some random things that I have and then get rid of them. That way, at least I have videos of it, and I can look back on it and be like, yeah, I had some cool stuff, but it's just taking up so much room. So anyway, guys, I'm done rambling, and yeah, I'm just trying to get these TTMs done quick because I got a lot of stuff to do, and I should, be doing other stuff. Been doing these videos right now. I just have so much stuff to do, but you know what? It doesn't take too long to open up 4 envelopes and see what we got. So that is it, my friends. Thanks again for all the well wishes. Hope you enjoyed watching my cat eat, and see ya.